Hey, Tim, go in the party, click on my name. It should say watch broadcast. It'll be on the TV. Go get me a cigarette real quick.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Y'all watching the
Green 90. Green 90.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They find some open field here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 190.
And an alley to run. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs, and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He'll play with the Jags now because I made that nigga change from the Steelers to the Falcons, from the Falcons to the Rams, from the Rams to the Jaguars.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. 11B. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. Earlier, Charles, we talked about Patrick Mahomes and the great start that he's had, 26 touchdown passes through his first 8 games. But with that win last week over Denver, Kansas City has won 7 straight times in that series. That's impressive.
It really is, because when you think about how strong Denver is.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
And the shoes say lie.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
He popped up.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jacksonville coming back out here on offense and probably still trying to get their legs a little bit after being across the pond to play the Eagles, a game that they lost after they had won 3 straight over there. But Charles, they're now 3-5 and on a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, they were hoping that the trip across the pond would help them, because that's their home away from home. They have an agreement with the league to play a game there every year. They like that. But in this case, they needed a win against the defending Super Bowl champions. Didn't get it. Blake Bortles, you remember, he was benched last week because of tough play. Played through this one, but still, that offense needs a jump start. Defense struggling, and that's supposed to carry the team. Doug Marrone, their head coach, did say that this upcoming week, a good week to have an open one. And so with no game, I wonder how they're going to handle it. Probably get the guys away from the facility. Coaches go into their rooms, figure out what's going on, and try and come up with a plan for the second half of the season. They're not out of it in the AFC South, but they didn't expect to.
Touchdown, Jaguars! James O'Shaughnessy, 51 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Into the clear, the 20, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, and the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On first and 10, here's Bortles. Flush, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Allen Bailey able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He ain't got no mic, but see, he can hear you.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, L ain't no pushover, bro. L ain't no pushover on this shit.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is fielded at the 7. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On play action, now Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So he got 3 on one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Bortles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, hard to believe we're already at the halfway point of the season, less than 100 days now until Super Bowl 53. And right now, Chiefs-Rams, they appear to be so good. But give me one other contender in each conference that could press them.
Well, let's start in the AFC. If you're going to give me a strong contender or have me pick a strong contender, you never take New England out of it. And don't forget, New England has the victory over Kansas.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And he knocks it through. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit on loose football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum.
Hey, y'all. Take my phone, Mike, man.
The end zone for a Chiefs.
Check out L quitting, Mike, man. I'm Crippy quitting right now. And I got the screenshot. Look at him calling me right now. What's happening? I ain't stunting, cuz. You quit, cuz. I ain't stunting, man. Them people watching you, man. Man, them people watching you, man. I be